Spicer. This is ABC's John Karl from yesterday. And they're all contradicting each other about this Russia information. Of course, there was reports yesterday in the New York Times, new reports that seemed to be a little bit better sourced to me, frankly, where basically there was this notion that multiple members of the Trump team were in touch with Russian officials during the campaign. And Paul Manafort went on the record and he said, that's completely ridiculous. I've never knowingly been involved with any Russian intelligence officials. And then he says, it's not like they wear badges. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go take $3 million from a Ukrainian organized crime figure for some consulting on a gambling contract that I'm doing. He didn't actually say that part. But anyways, here's Sean Spicer. This is from ABC's John Karl. Has anyone in the Trump campaign had contact with Russia prior to the transition?
Jonathan Karl.
Back in January, the president said that nobody in his campaign had been in touch with the Russians. Now, today, can you still say definitively that nobody on the Trump campaign, not even General Flynn, had any contact with the Russians before the election?
My understanding is that what General Flynn has now expressed is that during the transition period, well, we were very clear that during the transition period, he did speak with the ambassador.
I'm talking about during the campaign.
I don't have any. There's nothing that would conclude me that anything different has changed with respect to that time period.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I mean, I think that they obviously have no coordination on this, which is where we'll get actually briefly to Bill O'Reilly, because it's getting so sort of clear that they're all flying blind together, that even now Bill O'Reilly's pointing it out. And if he's saying this, that definitely means some more people are going to get fired soon, because that's what, of course, Trump is watching. But we'll get in just a second. Let's just watch this O'Reilly.
Perhaps the most intriguing aspect on the Flynn saga is the PR component. Yesterday, Kellyanne Conway said the general was safe.
General Flynn does enjoy the full confidence of the president, and it's a big week for General Flynn. He's the point of contact for many of these foreign visits.
Now, did Ms. Conway mislead, or did she not know the general was in trouble? Either way, not a good situation. Talking Points well understands the complexities of running this country, but it's becoming clear that President Trump needs better coordination among his staff. Should be somebody in charge of quality control and accurate messaging. That someone should be Chief of Staff Reince Priebus, who is experienced and skilled. No way Kellyanne Conway should be out saying all's fine with General Flynn when all was not fine.
Yeah, coordination. That's the problem.
Two things.
Go ahead.
One, when you talk about the dysfunction, Trump came out and he's like, why are we tolerating all these leaks? Who do you think is leaking all of this stuff? All of the backbiting, all of the backstabbing. Like, the knives have been out from day one between these factions within the regime. Second of all, what he just described is consistent with Trump's entire campaign and his presidency.
Exactly.
Talking out of both sides of his mouth. That's what he's been. Why are we pretending that this is new for Trump? He's always got a consistent, defined message. No, the fuck he doesn't.
Right.
He's always talking out of. It doesn't seem that weird to me that he would get on the phone with Kellyanne and tell him, tell him that Mike Flynn is good.
Mike Flynn's fine.
That's it.
He's doing a great
job.
job.
Go out there and defend him.
Dad, he says you're fine.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why this seems so weird to these clowns over there. Like, this is.
Well, I mean, obviously, Fox is different because they're the propaganda,
propaganda
network. So of course that's going to be. But the fact that if you're on any kind of platform where you're pretending to sort of attempting to present an objective sort of assessment, and we're still playing a game where all of this disaster doesn't emanate from the top, I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Hey, it's Sam Seder. Why don't you subscribe to this channel? You can do so right over here. Subscribe.